Hey, time to start putting big holes in the guitar. We're going to start putting the holes and getting ready for the inlay itself. We're going to do the front and the back simultaneously, so I'm going to be kind of preparing them both. First thing I've done is I've cut out paper images of the actual size of the inlay we're going to use. You can see how really big that thing is. That's just the eye of the tripod. It's about the size of my fist. And what I want to do here is I want to lay it out on the body where we want it to go. This way, when I'm putting it in the cam machine, I can make sure everything lines up before I start cutting. Because a couple of a degree mistake over here can be a huge mistake over there. Which is the reason why I actually route them in pieces. Everything here is in its own little separate piece. As you can see, like that's all pretty big. But you know, it's just in that one area. And a lot of times I'll try to actually design my inlays that way, so I can just put them in sections and move them around at the last minute. Because like this was designed to be a little bit lower, but then I realized that the pickup covers were going to obscure a lot of the inlay, which I didn't want to do. So I ended up moving it down a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure it stays where I put it. So I'm using rubber cement. Once again, we don't actually endorse any particular brand here at SharkInlay, but I use Elmer's mainly because that's what the hardware store near me sells. So the reason why I want to use rubber cement is rubber cement comes off real easy. If you're not really used to rubber cement, it's used really kind of to glue paper together, and it's designed to like be able to put stuff on and take stuff off. So this allows me to put down what I want. I just put a little bit of this on the back. It dries fairly quickly, but you know, not so fast that you have to worry about it. And you notice I'm gluing right on top of the guitar itself. That's because this stuff really doesn't stick. You can rub it off with your fingers when you're done. So I'm going to put this basically where I kind of want it, which is right about there. I want to make sure that the knobs don't obscure the design, because it's too cool to let the knobs get in the way. So I'll keep adjusting it a little bit until I get it kind of just the way I want it. And then when I get it kind of just where I want it, I'll press it down a little bit, and it'll glue to the guitar. Notice that I don't know if you can see that, but see there's some of the glue right here. And if this was any kind of a regular glue, especially like an epoxy, I would be getting that off like immediately. But here I can really just rub this off with my thumb. No big deal. It does leave a little bit of discoloration, but that'll come off in the final sanding anyway. So, because it's really not like down into the grooves or anything. So I really don't have to worry about it. And so I'll put that here. Get the eye in place. I'll get the little three guys that are getting vaporized in the middle of the guitar. By the way, that is a famous scene from the movie itself. It's early on in the movie, and it's the first people that get fried by the aliens. And I actually took a still shot from the movie to create these inlays, because I want them to be pretty much exactly like what was in the film. And there you have it. A lot of wood shavings in the way. So let's just get our dust collector on real quick. And we have a perfectly shaped little hole ready for our inlay material. I'm actually doing something a little bit interesting here. At least I hope you guys will think it's interesting. The little eye socket here is deeper than the rest of the hole. Not sure if you can actually see that on the video. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can let you see that. You can see right here, this spot right here is deeper than the rest of it. Now, the reason why I did that is because I plan to inlay the eye here and then put a piece of plexiglass over the top of it, so it'll actually look like an eye lens. And I'm kind of hoping that that effect goes off. I've never actually done anything like that before. I've not actually ever seen it done like that before, but it should be kind of cool. Well, so we're going to go on and move on and do the rest of the holes. And while I'm doing those, I think I'm going to start working on the back plates, because I will need to have at least that one back plate so I can inlay the flying saucer on it. So let's get on to the rest of the project. Well, I just finished cutting the last hole right here in the body, at least. I still got that one that's going on the control plate. So I'm just going to take all the clamps off here. One more is back there. And you can see I've got a bunch of holes here in the front of the body and some big holes here in the back of the body. This is where Robbie the robot's going to go. This one was a little tricky because in order to get it in the cam machine I had to deal with that fretboard. And if you can see back here, I actually created like a little tool that will allow the fretboard to get in there and still allow me to lay the guitar flat. Sometimes you got to get a little creative when you get a guitar with the body shape of something like this. But we always manage to figure out a way to do it.